Will I fail at getting my July postcard filled up? Welcome to the Local Hustle. I'm Jose Morales, and this is where I document the real behind-the-scenes journey of building a local marketing and print business. Every episode, I'll be sharing what I worked on today, what's working, what's not, and the lessons I'm learning along the way, from selling postcard advertising to print projects like banners, yard signs, door hangers, and more. This is the real journey of building something from the ground up. So let's get into today's episode. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and join the community. The link is down below. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about basically my July postcard. And right now, what is it today? June 2nd, June 3rd, or something like that. And I'm currently on my way to a networking event. I was debating on whether I should go or if I should just go door to door, first thing in the morning. But we'll see, because I also need to go pick up a check for for some business cards that somebody had ordered. So I got to do that as well. So depending on what calls end up happening or what happens here at this networking meeting, then I will then probably go out and do some door knocking today. So for me, the problem that I'm having right now, and it's probably more of a mental block than anything, is that I'm going to be going out of state for basically like half of the month. And I don't know where that's going to put me in the sense of getting this postcard filled for July. And I know that, I could be doing cold calls and the cold outreach and all that, right? But the other problem that I'll be running into is that when I'm out, I'm going to be kind of busy the whole time. I'm going back home to my hometown, and then I got to go to another part of that state for another family event. So I got like 2-3 different family events where I'm going to be kind of tied up, and that's where I'm feeling a little nervous as far as, am I going to be able to fill this card up? So let me know down below, how you would tackle it, knowing that, hey, you're on a very limited time crunch, travel, and you're trying to bust out this card. And I know I'm going to talk to I'm going to call them my regulars, right? So my regular advertisers, to let them know could be a possibility where this particular postcard might be a little far behind, just a matter of how quickly I can get it filled from basically less outreach that I'll be able to do for this particular postcard. Now, there was something I was going to say, but what was I going to say? In addition to all this that I have going on, the other thing too is today in my community. So again, the link is down below. In the community, we're going to go jump on a group call today, and all that. So I still have to sit down and just kind of prepare. At least have it's not going to be like a formal thing, right? It's just we're just jumping on and finding out, okay, where's everybody at? How are you guys tackling this postcard for July? And how did June go for you, right? Did we get that June postcard out? So for me, my June postcard is currently hopefully being shipped. I'm hoping that to get those either today or tomorrow, so I can get those to the post office by Friday, because I got to get going out of town here. Probably Monday is what I'm looking at to go ahead and take off, because I do have an appointment back home that I got to get to. So I at least want to get there like a day, at bare minimum, a day there in advance, because that appointment is like early. I don't know if it's in the morning or like early afternoon. So I probably need to check that as well. And I still got to fill out the paperwork for that particular appointment that I'm going to, and I haven't done that either. So that's another thing that I gotta knock out today. But anyhow, it's a rainy day today, and I'm gonna get to the networking thing probably like 5 minutes before it starts. Typically, I like to get there like 15 minutes prior, just so I can put some postcards and business cards out on the tables. So we'll see. Obviously, I'm still going to do that, right? But it's just nicer to be able to just have that on the table. So as people are getting there, everything's already there, and then I'm able to have conversations versus like me out trying to get these things out on the tables, before the whole meeting starts up. How many of you guys go to any networking meetings, and then do you feel like you get anything out of it? For me, I've been going now for a year to networking meetings. I enjoy going to them because from an entrepreneurial standpoint, it is a lonely road, especially since I don't have any staff, and probably most of you who are doing this have no staff either, and it's just me, myself, and I, right? So then this gives me that opportunity to just be able to mingle with other business owners, continue to build relationships. And there's always, new people that are coming to these meetings, and it allows me to learn about other businesses that I have never heard of before, just like they get to experience me, my business that they have never heard of before as well. And let's see, the other thing that I got to do is I also have to, because it's raining and all that, I got to put an ad together for a roofing company for Facebook. So I got to do that as well. So they reached out to me this morning, but I said, hey, I'm actually on my way to a meeting, so I will get to that a little bit later today. So I definitely got to get that going. So they have a roof inspection that they're going to be doing today. We had somebody that came in from an ad that I'm running, and they got that booked. But because it's raining, I don't know if they're actually going to be able to.
Slight turn right.
I don't know if they're actually going to be able to make it happen or not. It was scheduled for yesterday, and the same thing. It was raining, so I don't know. It's supposed to be raining all week, so it's going to be kind of tough. Sometimes homeowners, they don't want you getting up on their roof when it's raining. Obviously, if their roof starts to leak, then
at the light, use the right 2 lanes to turn onto East Skelly Drive, then keep left to merge onto I-44 East.
All right, and then if they, but if the roof starts leaking, obviously they'll probably be like, yeah, I don't care, just jump on the roof, put an emergency.
Use the left lane to keep left to merge onto I-44 East.
Put that emergency tarp on. But I'm getting ready to get on this highway here, and it's raining, so I'm gonna go ahead and just end this. I don't know if I'll put any clips at the end or not, or
3 lanes
or not. But yeah, so I'm just gonna cut it right here.
1.2 miles.
All right, so that was a pretty good networking event. Got to meet some new folks, and also walked away with some leads. So there are a few people that are interested in jumping on one of the postcards. So that we're going to set up a time to meet. But again, I'm going out of town, so that's going to kind of slow me down some. But maybe we can jump on a call or something. But I was talking about how on average there's only 2.5 pieces of mail that show up, and in some cases, you go to your mailbox and there's nothing there, right? So then that's a perfect opportunity to slip in there with the postcard because you have that instant visibility. Also talked about how if you send your own postcard, then not only is it more expensive, but if people are not in the buying cycle for that, they're just going to toss away that postcard. Where with me, not only is it way cheaper to be on the card, but the shelf life is longer because people might hold on to it because of this restaurant or this business or whatever. I also have information on there for people to, non-emergency phone number, the poison control phone number in there, stuff like that. So I have, some resources on there. And then it also, I told them that then it also, because of all this stuff, people are more likely to go ahead and put it on the refrigerator. I also talked to them about a little bit of the process where I'm just like, for pennies, I take care of everything: the design, the printing, the postage, the getting the paperwork ready. I'm the one that that takes it to the post office. I'm the one that's waiting in line if there's a line. I'm the one that's dealing with the clerk. And I told him, I was like, you'd be surprised how some clerks are not familiar with the process, and then I got to sit there and try to either wait for them to go find out, or try to tell them as much as I know. So I'm just like, I'm the one that's taking care of all of that. So it is like super hands off for the business owner, where all they have to do is say, here's my logo, here's my offer if they have one, and that's pretty much it. They walk away, and then I take care of everything else. And then there's, some of them were asking me if it just goes to residential or if it also goes to commercial. And I told them that, for me, it goes to both. I also let them know that, I think I've only sent maybe one or two of them where it was just residential, but typically it goes to both of them. Now, I have no idea where this police car's from. So there was a lot of police officers there. I don't know, there might be having some kind of training or some kind of meeting or something. So there's police officers from from different cities in the state. And this one, I've never seen that. I have no idea where that's at. So it must be like a small town, obviously. But yeah, so that wraps up the networking meeting part of it. And again, today, a little bit later today, I'll be doing a live call in the community. So again, make sure that you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and go ahead and join that community. And who knows, maybe you join today and you can jump on the call with all of us. Full transparency, this is going to be the first call that I have, and I am going to try to get this video uploaded today, so that as you're watching this, when I'm saying today, it actually means today, right? Obviously, unless you're in a different country where today is tomorrow or whatever the case may be, because I think there's somebody from a different country in the community that said, hey, it's going to be, I forget what day he said. So but anyhow, I think that's all I got. So go ahead and make sure that you watch one of these videos.